Kenny, a monster elimination game tonight. If you're the underdog and fighting for your playoff lives, what do you do to turn the tide in this series?
Oh, you got to play like there's no tomorrow, Ernie. Every 50-50 ball, those are those balls that are just rolling down the court. You got to get those. Every second chance opportunity will win. So, you know, those small battles win the big war.
You know, it takes only one big win to get that momentum back on your side. That happened for me and D-Wade back in 06 when we were down against Dirk. And the Mavericks 0-2 came back and won.
And that is it for us.
Can you dig it?
As we send you to Kevin Harlan.
And this is it, Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. We're looking at what could be a very short series. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. You can feel the energy inside Energy Solutions Arena. Jazz looking to please their fans in this Western Conference matchup. And of course, they're looking forward to the return of Tyreke Evans.
Evan, this is a case really where both teams have some significant injuries here. So it's going to be a matter of which team is able to best play through those injuries in terms of determining the outcome.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Howard in its shooting guard. Anthony Davis is out there with Maurice Spates. Then it's Holiday, and it's Snell in at the small forward. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. I asked him if this team still believed that they could come back in this series, and he told me absolutely. The guys know we're in a hole, but we've had our backs against the wall before. The pressure is on them now to close us out. We can just go, play our game, and try to get back in this series. We'll watch and see that happen, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Exum kicks to Sullinger. The three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And how about that, responding to a three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here is Holiday. Good. Holiday's got his first bucket of the night.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Now here's Exum. D right on him. Feeds it to Allen. That doesn't go either for Allen.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Howard, good.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now here's Exum, guarded by Holiday. Good. That's 7 points for Jared Sullinger. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Snell. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Here's Allen, and the Pelicans pick up 3 with their last shot. 5 on the clock. Here's Exum. The feed now to Allen. The pass to Hood. The tray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Here is Howard, following the bucket by the Jazz. Davis setting the pick for Howard. Snell from outside, and another 3 for New Orleans.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now, here's Exum. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Doubled by Howard. So it's the Pelicans now. New Orleans leading by 7. Shoots a 3. Allen with the rebound. On its way from Hayward for 2. The shot is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Howard. No good off the front iron. For Utah, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game up. And stolen by Howard. 4-on-3 break. Here's Davis and Hayward with the block. Hood kicks to Sullinger. Davis against Allen. Here's Hood. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Now here's Howard. 8 points for him. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Howard. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Use that pick to get in close. Howard's got 12.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Gobert with a screen on Howard. Here's Burke. Here's Gobert. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gobert's got his first basket of the night. Howard drives in, and he jams it with authority.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And Utah has possession. Following the score by New Orleans. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Howard's got 16 points.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for your Jazz.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. Gobert dishes to Burke. Back to Gobert. Goes up again. Cannot hit. Howard. No good. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do is one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available.
So for the Pelicans, Spates checked in for Mickey. Tony Snell comes in for Harvey. And Freak subbed in for Drew Holiday. Allen is out there with Payne. Then it's Hayward. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Exum in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Howard drives it.
And And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Fires from the wing. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Howard. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Good! Allen's got 5.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And Sullinger kicks to Hayward. Back to Sullinger. 5 on the clock. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 11 points for Jared Sullinger.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Howard. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Jazz trail by 14. Exum kicks to Payne. Allen outside. Payne passes to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gordon with the defensive effort.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Howard. Misses off the right iron. Jazz have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Exum with a wide open look. Pelicans with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by the Jazz. Allen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Howard with the steal. Here's Davis. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
5 to shoot. For 3, Hayward can't get it to go. And through the first half, a pretty lot. We welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a net with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin, Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. So the Pelican 5 right now. Howard in a 2-guard. Maurice Spade's out there with Davis. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz did some really solid work on the floor. He picked up 18 points, and a lot of his contribution coming from the charity stripe as he was drawing fouls. You can credit his performance as a big part of their Game 3 win. Let's see what happens in Game 4, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And stolen by Howard. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Mickey's checked in for New Orleans. Grant comes in for Tony Snell. Turner dishes to Burke.
Timeout. The Jazz with the timeout.
Start it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Utah's head coach address his team. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And he gets it to go.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Davis sets a screen. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's Turner off the drive. Burke can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Howard. Defense right on him. And it's good. Howard's got 28.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Grant against Turner. Gobert the screen. Stolen by Grant. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. And he gets it to go. 31 points for Howard.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
There's the pick. Here's Hood, and it's sent back by Howard. And Gobert kicks to Burke. Moves back up. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Now let's take a look back at which teams led the NBA in scoring during the regular year. The Pelicans 4th.
I tell you what, Kevin, they've got to be really pleased with their performance in the regular season in terms of point production. I mean, they found scoring opportunities and made the most of them as a team. The work they've been doing in the offseason has clearly paid off.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
To the inside, Enquist. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And it's Turner off the drive. It's tipped. Here's Howard. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Here's Burke. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Grant. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently. Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
There's the bucket. Good. Howard's got 42 in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
To the paint, here's Burke. And again, unable to change momentum here. Dishes it to Howard. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Pelicans shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the technical free throw is good.
Sullinger. Allen. Hayward.
Here is Howard. He's got 44. Pass to Harvey. Pulls up on the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. Howard's got 46 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Sullinger with a screen for Exum. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Grant.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
From the wing. That one a little long. Allen for the 3. Oh, and he just... And welcome back to the... New Orleans making some changes here. Spates checked in for Mitch McGarry. Anthony Davis comes in for Tony Snell. And Freak subbed in for Gordon. They've got Gobert put out there with Trey Burke. And it's Hayward. That's the group right now for Utah.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
Shoots from 14. Howard, good. Howard's got 48.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Here's Hayward. Here's Enquist. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now, here's Howard. He's tightly guarded.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Davis sets a screen. Clock at 6. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Passes it to Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And here is Howard. And he dunks it down.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't, Kevin. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. There's the dish to Hood. Launches it. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You got it. Let's get the ball
Spates sets a screen, and Howard, here we go, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pelicans.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game.
You got it.
They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Howard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And Davis sends it back. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Davis with a screen on Hayward. And stolen by Hayward. Cannot hit. And New Orleans will come the other way. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Howard. But they get it back. Spates, the pass to Howard. Kicks it to Grant. Second chance shot. Gobert with the block. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in four.
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just try to play aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
Well, it's a great feeling when you're the guy that helps your team close out a series with that kind of game. You know, the way he had it go, he's got to be feeling very confident going into the conference semis. He left it all on the court tonight. He didn't look too fatigued, though. I'm sure he still has plenty left in his tank, buddy.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining Round 1 series. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you for Round 2 right around the corner.